on her face and told me, "Master, I am very grateful for the many volunteers who took good care of me. I am content because my child will be born today." When I saw her the next day, I said, "Congratulations. Have you seen your baby yet?" "No, all I need to know is that the baby is healthy." Look at how incredible this mother is. She exchanged her life for her baby's. She was so concerned for her baby's health that even after the baby was born, she would not risk seeing it. She passed away a few days later, having never seen her baby. Such wisdom and courageous persistence. This is the nature of a mother. She was a living bodhisattva, willing to sacrifice her own life for her child's. Affinities from our past lives drew us to our parents, who gave birth to us in this life. When children are young, parents express their love through their meticulous care. When children are older, through constant reminders. Parents love their children the way bodhisattvas love sentient beings. They work their entire lives to give their children better opportunities. They are willing to give themselves to their children completely. As a son or daughter, how can we not think to repay our parents' grace? In Tzuchi's sign language musical, Sutra of Profound Gratitude Toward Parents, the lyrics state that if we are not filial to our parents, we attained this form in vain, act with ignorance and delusion, and disregard parents' grace. It is not easy to attain human form, so to live a truly worthwhile life, we should recognize and repay the grace we have been given by giving to others. Otherwise, if we are just going to be confused and ignorant sentient beings, having human form is worthless. Today, many young people run wild, doing whatever they desire. They find it hard to be filial to their parents. The ancients said, "Filial piety is foremost among all good deeds." Those who know to be filial to their parents will also know to respect others in society. If they do not know to be filial, what else is there to say? The foundation of spiritual practice is built on family relationships. Learning the proper way to treat people begins with being filial to parents. If people know the fundamentals, they know to repay their parents' grace by having self-respect and helping others. Then their lives will not be lived in vain. Parents work hard to give the best to their children and wholeheartedly love them. Therefore, we should always show respect for them. However, some people do not know the right way to express their sentiments toward their parents, so others think that they are ungrateful and unfilial. As we drink water, we think of the source. We strive to repay parents' grace, so we will not have attained the human form in vain. A 90-year-old woman was gravely ill at Dalian Tsuji Hospital. She had no worries in life except for her youngest son. He insisted on growing an unkempt beard, which was straining his relationship with his wife. He even had problems finding steady work. The old woman confided all this to one of our volunteers, who began to think of ways to help. The next day, the volunteer saw a man with a long beard outside the old woman's hospital room. He had tears in his eyes as he paced back and forth. The volunteer approached him and said, "Why don't you go in? My mom is unhappy whenever she sees me." "Why is that? You look like such a gentleman. In fact, your beard reminds me of a famous singer." "I know who you are talking about. I've listened to his songs. He is very popular." The volunteer said, "When I was young, I loved listening to his songs too. But when he grew a beard, a lot of fans didn't like it, so they stopped listening to him." "Oh. Sir, you look like a man of character. What is your profession?" "I fix motorcycles.